Hey viewers and viewers, my name is General Red Strategist and welcome to another round of Fuck My Life with Phil. How you doing over there, Phil?
Are we part 3?
Part 3, I do believe,
part 3,
yeah.
I've noticed the title. They've decided, is this for views or something? I've noticed they've said F my life. They haven't actually put the word fuck.
Well,
I wonder if...
yes,
yeah.
Indeed.
Right, since I started... Got to be tasteful, yes. Since I started last time, I think you can start us off.
I'll start off, and this one actually was posted apparently just about an hour ago or so.
I know, bloody, like I said, it's very quick, please, yeah.
Queef Richards, Phil. Today I had 2 customers who had some questions about their phones. Walking over, my cooch graced us with an audible fart sound that I'm sure everybody heard.
Ooh.
Fuck my life. Well,
oh dear, oh dear.
I mean, embarrassing, but let's be honest. I'm sure probably a lot of people have been there, haven't they?
Yes. Well,
yes.
Not me, because I'm male.
Oh, no.
Wow.
Wow.
It's a very sort of female thing, yes. But
Is
we
it
have...
really? I always thought the kind of joke was that, females or women, they don't fart at all. Yeah, for me it was always like the other way around when people used to make that joke, but yeah.
Are you not aware of what queefing is?
Yeah, I know what queefing is, yeah. But I was talking about farting in particular.
Oh, farting in general.
Yeah,
is I thought for a minute then. Ooh, is
Red doesn't know what queefing is. Oh dear, what an innocent boy.
Yeah, I know it's not a very nice thing, but hopefully, well, let's just hope they didn't say anything. I'm not sure they wouldn't have said anything or anything because I know it's a sort of embarrassing moment. But that sort of thing, farting it's a natural process of the body and the digestive system.
It's normal. You just laugh it off. I think it's not that great in the grand scheme of things, is it? It's just a momentary bit of embarrassment. That's all.
Yeah,
yes.
And we all get those, unfortunately, in today's society.
Absolutely.
Some questions about the phone. So I assume you worked in a phone shop.
Yeah, sounds like it does.
Phone shop. Yeah.
He, she, whoever it may be, working in that phone shop.
Yeah, we haven't really got an indication of who it is.
Indeed. Well, there you go. So I think it's an F your life on that one. But to be honest, it's not a major thing, really, is it? Let's be honest. It's just a little embarrassing moment that everybody probably
We all have them. You've got to have them because it's always little occasions where you have these moments, and I've had some moments. I'm sure you've had some moments of all embarrassing.
Indeed.
You're not a human being unless you're embarrassing.
Unless you're farting, yes.
Unless you're farting. Unless
the way to measure a human being.
Do it on purpose. No, don't do that. Don't just go. Hey.
You'd be like one of those people who just walks in and suddenly just farts to assert dominance. Yeah, I just farted in the room. What are you going to do about it?
I was like, fuck off.
Fuck off, yes. Okay, well,
right.
There we go. F your life. So, on to the next one, I do think.
Yes.
Old Phyllis,
Being a parent,
friend.
101. Today, my girlfriend and I started to be intimate after a run of dry spells. I was looking forward to this until one of our kids came barging into our room and ruined the moment for the rest of the night.
Oh dear.
Well... This is what kids do, I'm afraid.
Yes.
As you say, this is parenting. But we know kids do it. Kids sometimes don't have a sense of, things like this, like intimacy and wanting to be alone. But that's just how they are.
Yeah, little Timmy just barged into the room while Mummy and Daddy were wrestling in bed, it seems. So
that's it. What are you doing, Mummy and
Daddy? Yes, and then he finds
out.
Having
a go together. Yes, it's like Curious George.
Yes. There's always that Bill Bryson book. What was it? I think it might have been the Thunderbolt Kid, where apparently he had a moment like that when he was a kid and he barged in on his parents and.
God, imagine that! Imagine that scenario. Have you ever had a scenario like that?
No, I haven't.
With parents. Oh my God! Imagine that with your parents. Yeah, it's one of the worst scenarios you could think of being a child.
But apparently,
I don't think it's anything that comes close, really.
Yeah, Bill Bryson's father's excuse was, Billy, your mother is just examining my teeth. So, yes, that's the excuse. You, as a parent, make sure you have an excuse to hand in case your child ever barges in on that.
Got to.
Be prepared.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's done so. I really do like Bill Bryson's books.
Yeah,
they're really interesting, and not only they're travel books. So some people might think, oh, well, that's a bit boring, but he injects humour into them, which is really good. When there was that one, was it Notes on a Small Island, where he went around the UK? Yeah, that was good. It's just the humour in his writing. So it beats like normal travel books, which just give you tips. He's just going around these various places. He did the Appalachian Trail as well, and it's just that he injects the humour in it, which really gives it that extra oomph.
Yes.
So for people who are not really into reading travel books because they think it's boring, read a few of Bill Bryson, because he does. And he's got
he does other ones on just various topics as well. So like he did Thunderbolt Kid about his childhood. He did one that was like a brief history? No, it was basically one about the history of the Earth.
A Brief History of Time. No, I think that was Stephen Hawking. That one.
Yeah, that was Stephen Hawking. For some reason, I feel like the title of it is similar to that, but maybe not quite. I can't remember exactly what it was now. But yeah, he has done one where it was like a humorous take on the history of the universe and the Earth and everything. So it's something like that.
It's a good little book. I enjoyed it. He was born in Des Moines, I think, in Illinois, and he married a British wife. So he knows a lot about it.
Is it Des Moines or Des Moines or?
I don't really know. Yeah, it's a funny one, isn't it? Des Moines. If there's anyone in the comments who comes from there, from Illinois, Des Moines, just tell us.
I always remember, I can't remember which book it is, but I think it might have been his first one he ever wrote, his famous opening line as, "I came from Des Moines, somebody had to," yes.
Yes, I do remember that line, actually, not sure.
Yeah. Sorry, we've kind of gone off on a bit of a tangent here about Bill Bryson, but it's good.
We don't have to be apologising for going off on tangents. That's what your viewers know us for.
Our viewers are insistent, ladies and gentlemen. They say that on pain of death, we have to stick rigidly to the topics in hand.
They love us when we go off topics. I've seen comments of us going on topics and they love it. Yes. But yes, I think we're going to have to say your life sucks. Good old Kitty Winkle's always coming around.
Indeed, yes. Absolutely.
Okay.
On to the next one then. By Fishy Rail. Booze ain't for everyone. Today I'm such a lightweight that after a single can of 3.2% alcohol, I was sobbing uncontrollably over the death of a fictional character who wasn't even permanently dead. Well,
Game of Thrones? There's always someone who dies in that.
Yeah, there's always people dying in there. Everybody dies in that show. I mean, to be honest, if you go into that show, you know everyone's going to die, so don't get too attached.
There's two things about Game of Thrones. Number one, everyone dies. Number two, sex scenes are rampant all over the place.
Yes, indeed.
Yes. But I have heard of something like this before where someone was sobbing about a death of a fictional character. As I suppose you can. It can be if you're invested in a book. It can be quite. Quite.
That's a sign that it's good, isn't it? It's a good story if you're that invested in the characters. Yeah.
I mean, I was reading the children's book of Amazingness, and I cried when Teddy Flump the elephant died.
Wow, that's quite interesting.
Teddy Flump the elephant. What was that children's book with the? I'm sure I talked about this before. With the bloody elephant with all the multicoloured patches on it.
Oh,
do you remember that?
Yes.
That was like the ultimate children's book.
Oh crap! Yeah. What was it?
What's it called? The elephant with the... I'm going to Google this now.
I know. Was it like Elmer or something? I don't know. Elmer the Patchwork Elf? I can't remember.
Yeah, she might be close. What do I put to Google? Elephant with...
Well, whilst you're doing that, Phil, I'll focus on the FML at hand. So, alcohol, 3.2%, single can, yes, you're a bit of a lightweight. But you know what? People have different alcohol tolerances, so don't worry about it. Just... it is natural. Again, there's nothing wrong with being a bit of a lightweight when it comes to alcohol.
I'm not an alcohol person. Well, I can't really drink it. You like your ciders.
Yeah, I don't mind my occasional one. I've actually been trying to cut down a little bit though. Even though I don't actually drink that often. I'm still just I haven't actually had a cider in a while, to be honest.
Why are you cutting down?
I don't know. I just sometimes find that if I have it in like an evening, it kind of depends really on the brand, which one it is. But sometimes it does just give me a bit of like acid reflux when I'm like.
It's very acidic, especially cider. By the way, it's Elmer's Special Day.
Oh,
Elmer's Day.
So
yeah,
that's Elmer. Okay, yeah.
You got it right. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. For a moment, I was thinking, what franchise is that he's talking about? But then it sort of came back to me. I thought, oh yeah, do you?
Yeah, I remember that. I read
that one.
I was younger.
Yes. Elmer's
so,
Patchwork Elephant. Yes.
Your life sucks. Yeah.
Life sucks.
It's
definitely.
not really deserved in that one.
No.
Okay. Love is in the air. Love is in the air.
Yeah.
As if you know. You don't know music.
Oh.
You hardly know anything.
Phil says this all the time. Oh, you don't know music. You don't know music.
Okay, then who's Love in the Air sung by? See?
The guy.
I don't know either.
Oh, well, look at that then. What
so
a
Love is in the Air is... today, my fiancé hugged me so tight that I couldn't move. Said he loved me, let out a loud, obnoxious and smelly fart cloud and made me breathe it in. Well, there's one thing we can say there. I think that's true love.
Yes, that is true love.
I think that's true love, yeah.
Huff those farts.
Another fart one we've got.
It's all about the fart ones. Is it going to be this time round? Previously, it was the in-laws, then it became the mothers, or whatever it was, and now it's the farts.
Now it's the farts.
Yes.
That's a bit of... I suppose in a way you could... think of it as it's just a little bit of fun, isn't it? It's not meaningless, but
indeed. I mean, it's people in relationships do funny things because they're so comfortable with one another.
Yeah, so it's good. That's good. Actually, that's a good shout. That is. It just shows you how comfortable you are with each other.
Indeed.
So you need to get your own back.
Yeah, you need to eat and drink stuff that makes you nice and gassy, and then just brew it all up down there in that stomach of yours. And then when you least expect
What's the worst one? Beans. That's it.
Beans.
Get some baked beans down. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Bit of Heinz baked beans, unless you're not in the UK.
Just plug a tin of Heinz down. Yes.
That's it. That'll make you, and then you get your own back. Get a bit of hydrogen sulfur in their face.
There you are. Indeed. So
that's nothing. You deserved it at all. I don't even know why 46 people are considering it.
Yeah. Well, trolls as usual, probably. Just who downvote anything. Yes, okay. My turn, isn't it? So
it certainly is.
Thanks for the support. Today I revealed to my
worries,
parents
Andrew. I've always give you support. No worries.
Always moral support from Phil over on that end. Today I revealed to my parents that I'm planning on opening a food truck in the next few months. They both laughed in my face and said, "I'll never make any money. I've been working on this for 3 years." Wow, now thanks for the vote of confidence there, parents.
Wow,
Jesus.
parents, I know.
Wow, you'll never make any money.
Well, food trucks actually do pretty well. Depends where you are. If you're like on the side of a busy road or a busy motorway, well, not motorway, but like a busy dual carriageway, we say it over here, then you'll do really well, especially if you do like the main things, because people like like burgers and hot dogs, things like that. You'll definitely get a good profit. Get the coffees and teas.
Indeed, yes, especially for the road workers and the truck drivers and things.
Doing it there, they'll love to have the food, but that's a bit sad that your parents are not supportive of you there.
So I feel like I need just a bit more context. Like, did they sort of say these things as a joke, or is this something which they kind of do often in terms of undermining your self-esteem a little bit? I don't know. It's a funny one, but yeah.
So, Mum, Dad, I'm going to be opening a burger van soon. You'll never make any bloody money.
No. Indeed.
And you've been working there for 3 years as well. Oof, that's a heck of a long time. So is it 3 years from the day you posted it? So you started in 2017?
Indeed. I'm just thinking, if you've been working on it for 3 years, like, how are you do you have like another job and you're trying to just sort of fit this around it, something like that? It's funny. I mean,
have you made money now? What's your current earnings? For it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like there's room here for a bit more information. I feel before I really kind of pass too much of a judgment, but it's quite short.
Yeah. If you owned your own food truck, what would you sell? Would you go for the normal? Do you go for the normal default route of the burgers and the hot dogs and the coffees and tea? Would you try something a bit different?
I don't know. I feel like if people are buying stuff from a food truck or like a van at the side of the road, they probably, have been driving for a while and probably just want something hearty and wholesome. Yeah. Yeah, and something easy and simple rather than necessarily something kind of crazy. So, I don't know. Yeah, I feel like a straightforward burger van or something like that probably would be,
because they're easy to cook as well. I don't think you have the means in a food truck to cook fancy things. Like do a casserole or something. No, you just got an oven where you put burgers on to cook the grill.
It's got to be convenient food, because obviously you've got limited space in there, so you're just going to need something that you just need the basic cooking appliances for, and which can be just churned out in large numbers, because you can slap several burgers onto a grill all at once and just get them all going. Yeah. I'll tentatively say your life sucks on that one, but no, I do feel like we need some more information, to be honest. Because I feel like there's things you've not answered there, OP, but
a few things, yes, that we can count.
Okay. Over to you, Philip.
Be prepared, which in fact is also the motto for the Boy Scouts as well.
It is.
Today, I'm in Ibiza. What, sorry?
It was also a line in a song from The Lion King. Do you remember? With Scar and the hyenas early on in the film. Be prepared. Do you remember that? Sorry, it just came into my head.
I don't remember that, actually. I haven't watched Lion King for ages. Obviously, there was the live action one. There was the live action one recently, and then obviously the animated one back in 1990 something or other. I can't remember. Indeed. But anyway, today, Andrew, I'm in Ibiza. Yes, I am. I'm actually
you're in Ibiza.
It's from Ibiza. Can you not hear in the background?
I'll do the sound effects, you read it out.
Today I'm in Ibiza. My period came early and had nothing but face masks to use as sanitary towels. Go. Then the closest thing to period knickers I could find was in a souvenir shop, which on the arse reads, what happens in Ibiza belongs in Ibiza. Boo, waka, shaka, laka, baka, bang!
Boom. Nice. Wow, that was entirely improvised, ladies and gentlemen. That was fantastic.
Just reading my script here. Oh, no, don't have a script.
No, he has no script. Don't tell us that, Phil. You'll ruin the illusion of improv.
Exactly. I wasn't even taking note of that because of the thing. But now this is this I can understand. This is not. I've got to feel sorry for this anonymous person.
I feel like with this one, I feel like on the one hand, your life kind of sucks. You know, it's a natural part of your kind of body's process.
Face masks are clean though.
They are.
Face masks, the current climber and the face masks are all.
I feel like
all nice.
Surely, you know, even if it wasn't kind of, if your period wasn't due, I would have thought surely if you're kind of going abroad, that's one of the things you would probably kind of just pack for in case, maybe some sort of like sanitary towels or something.
Have a bit of always.
Yeah, just in case, you know, something does happen. But I mean, it's still, your life sucks anyway. It's not good for that to happen.
Well, it's split into two parts really. This because then wants to get some period knickers that you can only find in a souvenir shop.
Yes.
What happens in Ibiza belongs in Ibiza. That's funny. That
yes. Let's hopefully nobody sees those then, lady. Yes, because
I think that little quote is so overused. Obviously, it originally comes from What Happens in Vegas Stays in Vegas. Yeah. It comes from there, but it's so overused that.
Indeed, everyone's kind of translated it into different contexts. Yeah. Indeed, what happens on General Red Strategist stays on General Red Strategist, Phil.
It does, and you can't say otherwise. Otherwise, pain of death, you will die.
Yes,
pain of death, you will die. Exactly.
Oh, well, you wouldn't have thought that, would you? You know. It's like that one line from that anime that I don't actually know the name of, where there's like a guy and on the subs it says people die when they are killed. It's like, yeah, they do.
Of course, it goes back to anime, of course.
Yes, I don't actually know which anime it is. Well, I've only ever seen screen caps of it with that line in subtitles. But
I wonder if we've ever had a recording session where you haven't mentioned anime.
Anime, yeah, probably.
Anyway, well, The Lion King is American.
Well, yeah, that's technically anime. Yes, you know, by the Japanese
this has got to be Your Life Sucks.
Yeah, absolutely. So you see Your Life Sucks. Yeah. Okay, compassionate man film. Today, my father told me I'm a pathetic, lazy waste. I've got those in the slightly wrong order, but never mind. I work and have a 1-year-old. Apparently, if you're trying to catch up on sleep, you're lazy. Well, your father sounds like a bit of a douche.
Yeah, we've got another parent who's acting up.
Yeah.
If you've got, obviously, you've got a 1-year-old who would know what 1-year-olds are like. They need
attention.
Caused a lot. It makes it difficult to sleep.
Yeah, exactly. So tell your dad, where to get off, the frigging asshole. Jeez.
That's a very compassionate father you've got there.
Indeed it is.
Oh dear.
I don't know, I mean, I feel like, is this just like a one-off occasion, or is he the sort of person who sometimes does say stuff like this, which makes you think you have no fucking idea what you're talking about, old man?
Well,
it
he
depends.
does, because he's had her. He was a parent, wasn't he?
Well, yeah.
But
you would have thought if he was a parent, he would appreciate that, though.
That's what I was just thinking. Yeah. That's what I was just thinking. Would think, I was once a 1-year-old, wasn't I, Dad?
Yes.
So you must surely wanted to catch up on some sleep.
Indeed, yeah. Well, he sounds just a bit douchey when he's coming out with that.
Does he say it like that as well? A lazy, pathetic waste to your own daughter slash son? No, daughter/son. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Can't quite tell from the.
Benaz. No, yeah. Not sure that one.
I think, it's Your Life Sucks on that one. He's being
absolutely.
an ass.
We're within the majority, yeah. Okay, on to the next one, which comes to us from Argentina. Okay, The Death of Romance. Today, I was swiping on Tinder when the app told me there was no one else left to meet. I haven't had any matches.
Well, bad luck, unfortunately.
If you haven't got any matches, then how are you going to light those candles?
Those candles of love.
Oh dear, that was awful.
Yes.
There was no one else left to meet. Well, it could just be. Let's just say it could just be that there's there might not be just someone in the area. You might live in a very small area.
Yeah, it might well be.
I don't know where Berzaco is in Argentina. It could be a small area of Argentina.
Could well be. Who knows? Yeah. I mean, Your Life Sucks on that one. But not much you can do. I'm sure eventually someone will come along and things will get interesting.
And you'll get the match. Maybe have a look at your. Yes. Maybe a good idea to have a look at your profile as well.
Yeah, because isn't it
updating? And maybe you've not put enough information in, and that's why it's not matched correctly. Because sometimes if you don't put enough information, it can't match you very well.
Yeah. I've never actually used Tinder before, so I don't know really too much of how it kind of works. But is there like a system where you kind of put potential kind of how many miles you'd be willing to go to meet someone, like so. Potential partners within a certain radius of you, something like that, and then it kind of filters them out with that. Maybe it's worth kind of thinking about whether that's set low or something. I don't know, but like I say, I have no idea about how Tinder works, so never used it.
Could be a while. I have used online dating things before, like what's it, Poth, Plenty of Fish, that's one. But I think Tinder's just phones. I don't think there's a desktop version of it. No.
Yeah. Okay, well, yeah, your life sucks then, I think.
Oh, I've just thought of, I've just seen a funny comparison.
Oh, right.
Tinder, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course, matches. Tinder. Light. See? The joke just writes itself, doesn't it?
I know.
There you go.
Yes, your life sucks on that. Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay, sounds lovely, Phil. Today, my co-worker, who keeps calling me Mexican, even though she knows I'm not, is telling everyone that I act like a bitch to our boss, even though she's the one who is always contradicting and fighting with her, and I always try to keep everything professional. No other jobs are calling me back. Okay, that's bad. You need to take that up with HR or something.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you've got a toxic co-worker by the sound of it who needs to be put in line.
Keeps calling you Mexican. That seems a bit on
seems
the racist side as well.
Yeah, it's a bit weird.
Especially if you are, and she's having a go at you for that, or she's even coming up with some sort of racist slurs.
Yeah,
this is not the way to. This is definitely an HR thing.
Yeah, and have you spoken to your boss as well? Because got kind of his or her thoughts on this.
Yeah,
because they would be your first kind of port of call, and if they're not proving helpful, then obviously you take it up and you escalate it to HR or to whoever's even higher up or whatever.
Maybe you can help rather than having to go for other jobs. And you probably wanted to find other jobs because of these issues that you're having. But if your boss can help calm it down, if HR can help, then I mean, this sounds like she needs to be on a disciplinary here.
Yeah.
This is not the way you should act at work.
Indeed. I would always say to the OP then, if your co-worker is behaving very toxically like that, keep a record of everything that gets said or written.
Good shout.
So that way, if she tries to kind of get you in trouble or anything, you have a record of things that have been done, so then you can kind of call her out on it and say, no, I did not do this, or this thing that she's saying is not actually true, or it didn't actually happen the way she says it did. So that way you can just kind of cover your own kind of backside, essentially.
Unfortunately, we can't get on with every one of our co-workers and at all.
There's always people
you're not going to get on with everyone, but not to be acting as bad as that.
No.
Maybe to have your little differences, but that's just not on.
It's not on at all.
Don't agree with that at all.
Your life sucks, OP, definitely. We're strongly on your side in that one.
Absolutely. Okay, the next one is, thanks, Marley. Today, I made sure my puppy went number 1 and 2 before taking them into a pet-friendly store. In the store, 2 ladies awed at my puppy, but as I picked him up, I didn't notice he'd shat on the floor until they pointed it out, giving me a dirty look. Other customers glared as I picked up his smeared shit.
Oh, jeez, right. Well, this happens with, animals. They do. Sometimes
they
do things like this. I mean, I feel like, the people sort of giving you the dirty look, come on, just tell them. There's no need to be like that towards the OP. These things happen. I'm sure he didn't mean for that to happen. Yeah.
They're giving you a dirty look because your dog done the dirty.
He done dirty, yes.
But yes, dogs do that. I know you took them, but they it must have maybe eaten a bit more and still had some more poo coming.
Some more poopage, yes.
Some more poopage. But these things happen. Yeah, dogs obviously. I mean, they can't just go up to a toilet. Obviously, when we need to go.
I think this is a puppy that we're talking about, so it might not be fully trained just yet. Which I get. Maybe you should try and make sure they're trained before taking them out. But at the same time, I don't think the people around you necessarily need to be kind of as harsh perhaps as this post implies that they're being. But
yeah, just imagine an employee comes around the corner into the aisle and then looks at her and just goes, "Supervisor, clean up in aisle 2.
Clean up in aisle 2. Dog has shat itself. Down on the alcohol aisle." Yes.
Well, imagine it if they shat in the pet aisle. There you go. You can clean it up straight away.
You've got the supplies that you need right there.
She just takes it out. Imagine how mean they'd be. Imagine if she gets it and starts, "Oh, you've cleaned it up." Then cleaned it up. The employer goes, "Right, that'll be £3.50. You need to pay for that. You need to pay for those tissues now."
Yes. it's just an unfortunate occurrence. That's all. Yeah.
Unfortunate, but life sucks. Yeah.
Your life sucks on that one.
Not really deserved it.
Yeah. There you go.
Okie dokie. Your turn. Yes.
Ideal first date, Phil. Today I went on a date where the guy got drunk off 11 White Claws. I got 18 ant bites, yes I counted, stung by a yellow jacket and lost both pairs of our shoes. He told me he was going to a strip club after, messed up my name 3 times and didn't pay for anything. Well, you've dodged a bullet, clearly.
That's a big bullet dodge. That
yes.
was got drunk off it. I'm not quite sure what White Claws are.
I'm not
There
sure
must be some alcoholic beverage I've not heard of. And 18 ant bites. Oof.
Yes, that's going to hurt. Indeed.
Yeah, that's
and by a yellow jacket. Sting from that. So from a big wasp.
But the section out of that, I'm not too sure. How could you lose both of your shoes?
Yeah, what's
going on there?
I'm not entirely sure. Are you both so drunk that
you lost your shoes?
I don't know. Yeah, it's a funny one. So, but telling you he was going to a strip club and then messing up your name, doesn't want to pay for anything.
And not paying for anything. Yeah, that's just a trio of terror.
Yes, you don't want to go out with that guy again. Don't bother with him.
That's the drunk bit is okay. That's fair enough because you can get drunk. But the other bits, apart from the pair of shoes, that's if that was you, that's you deserved it for that bit. But the other bits, no, that's definitely life sucks. So you go to a strip club when you go into a date with someone.
I know. Who goes to a strip club on a first date or something? Seems a weird place. I mean, it seems a weird place to go on any date, to be honest. But
messed up your name 3 times. Oh, sorry, Janice. Oh no. Oh, Janine. Oh no. Yeah. Sorry, those are very old-fashioned names.
Old-fashioned names, indeed. Yeah, it's a very old-fashioned.
But that's got to be a life sucks. It's a nice round 700 there.
Oh, yes, indeed. Yeah. Well, there you go. Okay. Absolutely. Over to you then, Phil.
Okay, narcissist. Today I got a good job with benefits, 401k. Took a lot of work to get to this. Background check, drug testing, being qualified, and I need to pay bills. I can't even be happy because my husband got demoted. It's all about him and fuck my hard work.
Oh, jeez, yeah. I mean, on the one hand, sorry for him that he got demoted, but at the same time, I mean, don't let him kind of overshadow the fact that you've got some good news. At the end of the day, you're doing well, so I feel like he should be a little happy for to show a bit of appreciation for.
Yeah,
that.
you need to have this bond between it. You can't have that bit where it's all about you. Yeah, you've done well, so he should be commending you for getting these good jobs. And if he is truly a narcissist, oh god, those sorts of people.
Yeah, I'm taking it then possibly by that last line. It's all about him. Is this maybe not the first time that he's kind of been sort of, it's all about me, or have there been other kind of incidences like this?
Sounds like it, doesn't it? Yeah, it sounds like they've had incidents in the past.
Yeah, which that's not nice. If sorry, my eyes just went down to the next one that's under that. That's going to be very interesting. So let's not jump the gun. So your life sucks. On this one, definitely.
Oh, it's. I mean, if you got demoted, I can obviously he'll have strong feelings going. He feels that he's not doing too well and everything. But you should work together, and you shouldn't doing that. And if this has been a constant thing, then it's time to have a chat.
Yeah, because he seems a bit. If that is true, then he seems a bit, odd about it. But pretty much.
Life sucks.
I agree with you. Yeah. Okay.
Now this one's going to be funny, isn't it?
Nice spicy one, Phil.
Yes,
no more bukkake for you. Today I was rushed to the emergency room for severe facial rashes. My boyfriend and I then found out I'm allergic to seminal fluid. Ugh, geez.
Okay, right. Oh, well that's okay.
Yes.
Okay. Right.
Oh, yeah.
So you've had a bit of fun together.
Indeed.
A bit of the old oralium sex.
Yes.
And then now you've had to. Oh, he's going to love that, isn't he? Oh dear. Oh dear. He's going to be like, he goes there. I'm going to put medical terms on things to try and make this a bit better for your channel. So your boyfriend is going to be very upset that he won't be getting any more fellatio.
Oh Jesus. Yeah. Well.
So that's going to be interesting. So you have to go. Imagine saying that to the doctors. Ooh, they're going to find that.
Well, I don't know. I imagine doctors, they've probably seen all kinds of stuff. Nothing
God,
surprise them. Yeah.
that doctors have seen, oh dear, you do not want to know.
Yeah.
They'll have seen all the worst of things.
I agree. Your life sucks on that one.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, that just does mean
Good
that
to know.
there's an element of your sex life that isn't going to be able to continue. But I'm sure there's other stuff you can get up to in the privacy of your bedroom or whatever.
Yes, there's always those sorts of things, absolutely.
Yes. Here you go. Well, that's enough of that one.
Okay, let's move on to the next one. Yeah. Sorry, but today my crush said that I was exceptionally ordinary to my face.
Okay, wow.
Well, maybe if you put it
Right.
together, and maybe he's actually said that you're extraordinary.
Yes. Oh, there you go. See, yes.
Yeah, see, I'm thinking. Yeah.
That's not even a word.
But if it's just saying you're just ordinary, I suppose it can be a little bit of a downheartening thing.
Yeah, it's downheartening.
Especially if it's coming from your crush. Yeah.
To be honest, though, if your crush is kind of saying that to your face, then I don't know. Maybe it won't be long now before you get over that person and move on to somebody who's perhaps not.
Yeah, maybe they're
so...
not quite what you want. Maybe maybe you should get over the your crushed blackberries.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. There you go. At the end of the day,
rub them on your face. That's right. Get your crushed blackberries and just rub them to your face.
Rub them on your face. That's right. Good for the skin and all that.
Oh yes, don't we love it?
Yes.
But maybe it's sort of maybe it's another sort of dodged a bullet because maybe if you did find out got together, maybe it could be an arsehole.
Yeah, could be a bit of an ass.
That.
Indeed. Yeah. So your life sucks on that one, definitely.
Okay.
Drive. Today I set a new record. 2 fender benders in less than 10 minutes. Fuck my life.
Oh dear.
That's,
now, a fender bender is a very American thing. It's it's a crash, isn't it? We don't usually use that over here.
No, not that term.
But 2 in less than 10 minutes.
I just actually noticed it says this one's actually from Dominican Republic, so I guess they use that term over there as well.
Yeah, the Dominican Republic. That's Central America, isn't it? Yeah,
indeed. Well,
oh dear.
I feel like we need more information. How did this occur? Was it your fault, or was it someone else's fault? Because you've
I mean, if it was your fault, you might need to do some retraining driving. Yeah, but if it wasn't, then fair enough. Or if one was and one wasn't, then
indeed.
Yeah. I mean, it's a very, very short one, this one. We've got two short ones here.
Yeah. There's always ones, whenever we do these, where they're fairly short, and we always think we need more context.
Absolutely, we do need more context here. Yeah. Because we need to know if it's your fault or then it weren't your fault.
Yeah. Indeed.
But that's not good to have.
So, I'll tentatively say your life sucks, but if one or more of them were your fault, then, maybe...
Get split.
Yes. Yeah. Indeed. Maybe you just need to go and do some more lessons or get some more teaching or whatever. Indeed.
Yeah. Okie dokie. On to me. This is coming from the UK.
Hounslow.
Down in London. Close zoom, quick sharp. Today, I had a first date via video due to COVID. It was the first time a girl had asked me out, and she seemed very enthusiastic. Until she started to worry me by throwing in the L word about 10 minutes in and talking about our wedding. Oh, I've never even met this person in real life.
Yeah, that's maybe
it sounds a little bit clingy.
Yes,
doesn't it?
It is indeed. Oh dear, and she's saying, she's already throwing around the love word. That's not good. This person's rushing along. Maybe tell them that you're not interested and that it's not.
The L word I wouldn't be too bad with. I was saying love because that'd be a good thing, but talking about the wedding.
I mean, I don't know, like talking about love on the first date. You've only just met that person. You don't really know.
Love at first sight.
Yeah, that can be a thing, but
it's cliched, isn't it?
Yeah, it
is very cliched, but unfortunately, lots of close. Of course, it's the thing, isn't it? At the moment, Zoom.
Yes.
Isn't it? Zoom is the video call that everyone's using at the moment. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes. So I'm going to agree.
Talk
your
about our wedding.
I know.
Good God.
Yes.
I don't think it's quite time for the wedding yet. No.
No, not at all.
Especially if you haven't met them in real life, and probably.
Yeah.
Not going to be in real life for quite a while. Well, unfortunately.
If she's going very fast, my friend, then you go very fast and start talking about the divorce as well.
Yeah, exactly. I love the name of the person. Are you ready for this, Andrew? Slow down.
Slow down. That, in case anyone doesn't get the joke, is what I always used to shout at Phil whenever he was driving in his car and I was sat in the passenger seat next to him. I thought it'd be funny just to sort of lean across as I was looking at his speedometer and just go, slow down! Like that.
Yeah, because you're obsessed with drivers that annoy me. Right.
Yes.
On to the next one.
Oh yes, it's me, isn't it?
It is.
The sweet smell of success. Today, my dad decided to make homemade popcorn. He accidentally used old fish oil instead of mazola oil. Now the house reeks of fish, and we can't even throw the popcorn out for fear of attracting wild animals.
Ooh.
Whoops! That was a bit of a mistake right there.
So is that how you make popcorn, with mazola oil? I wasn't too sure, because obviously I've never made homemade popcorn. But yeah, you're gonna have a very fishy smell.
Yes.
Cats are going to be around your place.
Cats indeed, yes. On the roof.
Yeah, it can be an issue with fish, because it can be very smelly.
Yes.
Now, I've said this a few times. I've got an obsession at the moment with seafood.
You do.
And yeah, if seafood starts to go off, because I usually get mussels and seafood sticks.
Yeah.
When the mussels start to go off, oh my God, the smell!
Yeah.
It's quite pungent. Indeed. Yeah, it's funny, but it's not just that. Any sort of seafood, or tuna, prawns, if they go off, it's like milk. You will certainly know the smell. But it's a shame your house smells of fish, but it will die down eventually if you get a few windows open. Wild animals, cats will probably no doubt be attracted to it. I'm not sure about other creatures. Depends where you are.
Stuff. Maybe like
raccoons,
foxes.
I think, maybe. Yeah, foxes might like fishy smell.
In the States or somewhere. Indeed. So that sucks a lot. So
even worse, I've noticed old fish oil. Oh my God, that might be. Yeah.
Indeed. Yeah. I'm just wondering though, how does he accidentally use that? Did it not have a label on the tin or something?
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Yeah. Which
this says fish oil. I'll just use it. It's oil.
Indeed. Yeah. Did you just see the word oil and think, it'll do?
Oh God, do you remember those awful? Oh, that's just reminded me. Do you remember those awful cod liver oil tablets?
Oh yeah.
You always used to have to try and make you healthy. I had to swallow them straight away, because if you bit into them, the worst taste in the history of the world.
Indeed.
If you bit, you had to swallow it.
The only thing I always hated with those is because you have to swallow them whole. Usually they're quite big. Sometimes they are.
Yeah.
It's like, sometimes, I always find when I kind of swallow tablets, it helps if you have like a good swig of a drink before you actually. I know you obviously with a lot of them you do actually take them down. You do take them down with fluid anyway, but it's like good to always take a swig before you actually do that, just to make sure your throat is lubricated so it can go down.
I did it accidentally. I've had cod liver oil tablets before and accidentally bit into one.
I imagine it tastes pretty bad.
Oh gee.
Yeah.
It tasted bad times 10.
Bad times 10.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Life sucks, I think, on this one, though.
Absolutely.
Okay, on to the next. Oh, my goodness me, Trinidad and Tobago.
Trinidad and Tobago.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, we went on holiday there in 2005.
Was that the Watermelon Man you told me about before? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, just before I start reading, I'll tell your viewers, because I think I mentioned this in the series Being Hunted, but for those who maybe don't watch it, we went on a holiday to Trinidad and Tobago in 2005, and there was a guy who had got a half a watermelon from a watermelon shop. There was like a little fruit shop there that was selling all these fruits, and he got it, and he was just on the side of the road, and we were watching him as he was eating. He just took a massive bite into this watermelon. And we looked at him, and he was just there. And he just nodded his head, and he went, "Damn good man."
Damn good man. Also, I like how you initially said watermelon shop. I like the idea of there being just shops stacked full of watermelons and nothing else.
I love that watermelon. Such a tasty fruit.
It is nice fruit. Watermelon. I loved it. I remember whenever me and my family, when I was a lot younger, we go on holidays to Greece, and sometimes when you went to like the restaurants in the evening after you'd had your meal, they would just bring you like a sort of a plate afterwards of like just cut up bits of fruit, and watermelon was often one of the ones they had. God, it's so tasty.
Oh, it is a fantastic fruit. It really is. Couva. I'm not sure where Couva is in Trinidad and Tobago. What is this? Today, my co-worker got a raise by making our boss give me a pay cut for doing his job while he was slacking off. As we were heading home for the day, he found $100.
Wow. Okay, that's interesting. Sounds like you may want to have a word with your boss and find out what his or her reasoning for giving you that pay cut actually is, and then maybe if you don't agree with that, perhaps take it to HR, perhaps?
Yeah,
it sounds a bit weird, that. Yeah.
God, this is all going bad luck, and then he found $100.
Yeah.
Oh, another co-worker issue.
I know.
Yeah.
If it's not the family, it's the co-workers.
I know. That's just not on. Yeah, have a word with boss. I agree with you there, Andrew. That's what you need to be doing. And I can see why it's got 907 in the Your Life Sucks column. Yeah.
Indeed. I feel like, you need to go to the boss and just, not necessarily challenge what they've said, but just ask them to explain why this paper has happened. Yeah. And then, based on what they tell you then, make a decision on what you do next.
Yeah.
So absolutely. Your Life Sucks on that one.
Life Sucks.
Yeah.
Okay,
Munchausen by proxy. Today I was just told by a hiring manager that the reasons I'm not getting interviews is because I have a spotty work history. My work history is spotty because my mother ignores my food allergies. Oh, sorry. My voice went a little bit then. Ignores my food allergies so she can get attention, and as a result I'm chronically ill. Wow. Yeah.
Oh dear.
That's not very good. I mean, hopefully your hiring manager understands that, and they kind of appreciate that there are kind of issues which maybe are beyond your control.
Yes, because it can understand why you have a spotty work history because of that, but they should understand that. It's like sort of split into two sections here. That first bit, but what's your mum doing? Ignoring your food allergies.
That sounds a bit...
and it's making you ill.
Indeed.
You need to get to a doctor and just work out.
Yeah, I'd say, I don't know, kind of see what country this person is in, but if they're sort of, ignoring your food allergies, which implies to me that your mother knows you have those allergies and she is deliberately not making sure that your diet, therefore, is appropriate for you, could that not constitute some form of, I don't know, like... abuse, kind of? Child
abuse, yeah. That's what I was just thinking as well. Because, and let's not forget that some food allergies can kill you.
They can.
If you don't have it. Obviously, things like peanut allergies. So some people, if they're... we had someone at my work who couldn't even be in the same room as a peanut. It would just set them off.
Yeah.
Just being in the room.
Like a psychological kind of thing, sort of, where it, just kind of the thought causes like stress and anxiety or something.
No, it would cause them to go into anaphylactic shock.
Really? What, just by being in the same room? That's weird.
By being in the same room as peanuts.
But how does that work? Because that's why I said, guessing.
I know peanuts have some sort of chemical aroma, and I suppose it can be given off if just sat there, and if it goes up, if the aromas go up into their nose and into their mouth, it can set them off. Because of course, people who have allergies don't have the enzymes to digest the food in question. So for example, the enzyme that digests a peanut for someone who's got peanut allergy, they don't have that enzyme. It's not there, it doesn't exist in their body. So if they attempt to take it, the body's trying to get rid of it but can't, so it can make you horrifically ill.
That's an interesting case, that.
Have you not heard of that before?
No, I've not heard. Obviously, peanut allergies, but the idea of just being someone just being in the same room and that triggering an allergic reaction, that's not something I've really ever heard of. I'd be interested in actually reading more about how that kind of occurs, because I'm guessing there's some interesting science to that.
I think it's to do with the chemical reactions inside the peanuts. So she couldn't come in, so that's why we had to have stickers all over the doors and everything. Do not eat nuts in this room, because it was really bad. She would experienced like severe rashes, potential anaphylactic shock, and things like that.
Crazy, and kind of fascinating from a scientific point of view.
I know it is, isn't it? I like that. Science is just so amazing. I love it.
Okay, so your life sucks. Basically on
big
this
sucks.
One, massive big sucks. Yeah.
There's been no you deserved it at any of these. Okay, on to me from Germany in modernity. Today, my health insurance has finally gone digital, so I sent them a message through their webpage asking a question. I then got an email telling me they replied. I had to log into their webpage again to see the reply, which read, "A letter concerning your question has been sent to you by post."
Wow, bureaucracy at its finest, right there.
Oh dear. Oh dear. That's very that's very time wasting. That.
Yeah, it is. But that's
come on, we live in the 21st century, for God's sake. You can send them an email back saying the question's been replied through the email. Come on.
Yeah.
Sort it out.
I know.
That health insurance needs to sort out their email system. Really do. What's your IT department doing there? They don't seem to be doing much, do they?
Yeah, they don't. Well, yes, definitely your life sucks on that one, to be honest.
Get your IT department on that, for goodness sake.
That's on them for being just inefficient.
And it's Germany. Germany's quite modern with their, with their...
Germany has a reputation for being very efficient, and what's going on? Bucking the trend a bit here.
I know. Indeed. Yeah, your life sucks, that one. Okay.
All I have to All I have to is dream, dream, dream. Today I dreamt I wet my pants in front of everyone. It wasn't a dream. A toddler laughed at me. Fuck my life. Oh dear, that's
Well, you should have pointed at the toddler and said, "It's going to happen to you someday. You're the problem."
Yeah.
Probably still got the nappies on.
Yeah.
Or diapers.
Yes. You probably just point at them and say, "What are you laughing at? You probably did this all the time just several months ago." Indeed.
But let's as well. It can be a medical condition.
Yeah.
It's medical conditions where you can, have incidences where you can, wet yourself. So if it is a constant thing for you, I would definitely advise go see a doctor.
I feel like, based on what you said there, yeah, you're right. I think we need a bit more information. So in terms of, is this just a one-off, or has this been happening more often than this post says? In which case, possibly see a doctor, because there could be a problem.
Could be a problem, absolutely. Yeah. But we'll go with your life sucks on that one, because we don't deserve that. No one deserves that. Okay, right. MasterChef 2020. Today I went to make chili. And instead of just using 3 cups of water like the recipe called for, I ended up using 3 quarts somehow. Now I have a pot of hot and spicy meat water.
Oops. Yeah.
Don't go MasterChef, that's for damn sure.
Indeed, yeah. I was just going to say, the You Deserved It is quite overwhelming on this one.
You've got to know your portions when you're making.
It's kind of on you, OP.
Food. Yeah, absolutely.
So, absolutely, just make sure you read that recipe properly.
Yeah, you've got to read it. Now, cups is, again, it's an American measuring thing, because we do use cups here.
Imperial measuring system.
Oh, God, sort yourself out, America. Stop getting with the metric.
Yeah,
for sake. Yeah, there's only, as a fact, it's like 4 countries in the world that still use imperial system. US is one. I think one of them is Liberia.
Yeah.
I can't remember the others.
Yeah.
But there's a couple of ones in Africa.
Yeah. So, very much in the minority for still using imperial measurements, but indeed. It's funny because...
So I think when do here, Andrew.
Oh,
it's the first one. You deserved it.
Yeah, absolutely. Unfortunately, you did, OP, because you didn't read that recipe properly, so not much else for us to say.
Yeah. On to you.
Good listener. Today, in a deep depression on my worst night, I reached out to a lifeline, waited an hour for the counsellor to arrive, listened for a few minutes, then tell me I should get my mind off of it by planning my prom, sewing a dress, or painting my nails. The application clearly shows I'm an adult man. Fuck my life. Yeah, that's bad.
If people they're not reading. Not reading your...
what the hell kind of counselling service is this? Good lord.
A shit one.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
One, indeed. Yeah, that's really unfortunate to you, OP. If you're in depression, that's pretty bad. Yeah.
Get your mind off about planning a prom, sewing a dress, or painting your nails.
If only it was that easy, to just, what are you depressed? Oh, well, don't think about it. Well, how can you not? It's a mental illness. It's going to be occupying your mind. So if it was that easy, we wouldn't have that problem.
Also, who's this counsellor? What a shit counsellor.
I know, that's terrible, that is.
Unless it's not the counsellor who said that, but it was the company that the lifeline you reached out to did it, not the counsellor.
Yeah.
I don't know who it was who told you that. Was it the counsellor themselves, or was it the lifeline company?
Yeah. That's the thing about depression and a lot of mental illnesses, between kind of person to person, the kind of experience of it can be so kind of different. Because I've had, I know people, for example, like one colleague I had at work who had depression. He described it as like having a kind of white noise in your head constantly.
I've heard that.
Yeah, like it's constantly occupying your thoughts, and you just can't stop thinking about it.
People go, it's just sadness. No, it's not fucking just sadness.
Yeah, it's not. There's more
to
it.
Sad.
Yeah. Indeed. It's just that kind of chemical imbalance in the brain that causes feelings which, sadness can be included in that, but it can also just be that thing that is like occupying your mind constantly. Or, I've heard some people describe it, like you say, as the kind of white noise. Some people say for them it's kind of like almost like a dark sort of pit. But like I say, it varies person to person in terms of how it is. And so for that reason, when you get counselling, that counsellor really needs to kind of get to know you and your
go see a doctor as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Go see a doctor to ever talk about that.
Yeah.
And the 62 You Deserved It can fuck off.
Yeah, exactly.
As well. 1,100. In your life sucks. That's a big one. Yeah, absolutely, your life sucks. And nothing else.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, blackout. Today I blacked out while riding my electric scooter. Luckily, I was quickly jolted awake when my chin hit the tarmac.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's going to hurt.
That is indeed going to hurt.
But at least it got you up and you're still conscious.
Yeah. I mean, having said
good.
that, when you say hit the tarmac, I assume that means you're kind of in the vicinity of a road there. So I feel like, that could have turned out much worse depending on what sort of road you're on. Yeah.
Also, what is a bit worrying there is the reason as to why you blacked out. Why did you black out? If this is a recurring thing, doctor immediately. Yeah. That could be something really serious.
Indeed.
That requires a doctor. Yeah. I've had an incident before. I don't know if I've told you. Way back when I was younger, I was riding a bike and I accidentally pushed the brake pedals too far and I went right over the handlebars and I went smashed my face right into the road. And unfortunately, my nose and mouth just started, and my lips and everything started bleeding.
Yeah.
I was with my dad at the time, so that was okay, but I started bleeding everywhere. That was not good, so we had to stem the flow there.
Want to know something? I had a similar experience once as a child going over the handlebars on a bike, and it's luckily I don't think mine was quite as bad as yours because I wasn't doing too big a speed, but it's not nice.
No, it's not nice.
Yeah, not
but
nice
this person, that good that you got jolted away, it keeps you conscious, but you probably need to go to a doctor to find out why you blacked out.
Yeah, because it seems could be something serious depending on what's going on. I mean, I know like some people, sometimes with the kind of pace of modern life, and sometimes maybe if it's you maybe not had something to eat in the morning, something like that, and as a result you're a bit low energy, and sometimes that can
occur. So get something or if you're dehydrated as well.
Oh yeah,
so get drunk. Yeah,
indeed. So your life sucks.
Absolutely.
Okay. Yep. Ways. Today, while working as an Uber driver, I asked my passenger for directions and she didn't know. She was going to her own house. Fuck my life. Okay.
How do you not know directions to your own house?
Indeed. There's a bit of an odd one. I mean, unless, I don't know, she'd been kind of out somewhere kind of far away and that's why she got an Uber, because she needed someone who knows the directions.
Or she's drunk.
Maybe.
If you're drunk, you might not know. I suppose, though, even when you're drunk, you really know where your place is.
Yeah. I think there's kind of two ways of looking at this. I think if we get a bit more context on the passenger, like where were you picking them up from? What were they there for? I think that's kind of important as well, if they were in somewhere that's not familiar to them because they've had to go elsewhere for whatever reason. But I feel like as an Uber driver, I don't know, surely you must have something like a sat nav or something
you do have
directions.
a sat nav. You use Waze. Waze is it's very much like Google Maps is Waze, but it's actually got more features in it. Things it can tell you where like roadworks are and things like that. So people, it's basically like a sat nav utility.
Yeah, I don't really know much about Uber because I've never actually used it before.
I've not used it.
Yeah, I would have thought, if you're going to be in any sort of taxi line of work, I feel like you should, if you don't know directions, you should have the equipment there to actually help you find the directions.
Most Uber drivers do have sat navs and various different things to guide them to the various places to help. So you should know. And if you're in the area, you should really know the area as well. But on the passenger side, they should know the direction to their own house, unless they're so stupidly drunk that you don't know where they are, or they're completely as far away as possible.
Yeah, because I feel like, if the passenger, for example, maybe has had to go to an interview somewhere in a place that maybe they're not familiar with, then I can understand maybe not really being too kind of knowledgeable of local areas or whatever. But I feel like I tend to say your life sucks on this one, but I feel like a bit more information might be needed.
Absolutely. Okay, on to the next one, which is drugs. Today my daughter admitted that she sometimes forgets her own name upon waking. She's 15.
Oh dear. I mean, upon waking, I suppose sometimes when you wake up you have a bit of a groggy moment.
You can have a bit of a groggy moment, but it's a title.
Drugs.
If you're worried that she's on drugs, again, might be a doctor's trip.
Could be.
Because also, again, it might be another medical issue if you forget your own name. If it's because I know things like that, forgetting your own name, even upon waking, can be early onset signs of things like dementia.
Yeah. Indeed.
Alzheimer's.
Indeed, things like that, maybe. Yeah, I think more information required. But I'll say your life sucks.
Whenever I wake up, I'm like, hang on a minute.
Who am I?
What am I called?
What am I called?
George.
Where am I?
I'm George. No, I'm not George. Kevin. No, I'm not.
George, Kevin, James, John, Bob, Phil. There we go.
Janice.
Janice. Wait a minute.
No, I'm definitely not Janice. Definitely not a woman. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, yeah. Your life sucks, I think, on that one.
Yeah.
Freudian slip from Israel.
Yes.
Yeah. Today, while hugging my sister's husband, I accidentally let out an sound in front of my whole family.
Ooh, sounds awkward. Whoops. I mean, what sort of are we talking here? Just like a sound, or are we talking like a
but yeah, it's like. But if you did do a sound, then what you can do is do it Denon. Yeah.
Danon, just random, yeah. Or you could do
it's
like a Homer
yogurt,
Simpson.
isn't it? Probiotic yogurt, yeah.
Open face club sandwich.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the famous one from him.
I mean, yeah, like you said, if it was just a that's fine. That doesn't imply anything. But if you did do a sort of
I know, that sounds a bit weird, but I don't know. Yeah, I feel like, again, maybe a bit more information would be good. I'm guessing, though, it probably is the latter. It's more like a sound, given that you're actually posting about it. So that's my guess.
Or
in which
maybe
case...
at the time she was eating something and she was enjoying that food. She was like, this sandwich is very nice. Why are you all staring at me?
Yeah, I was
just eating my sandwich.
You wouldn't want to hug someone, though, would you, when they're eating something, because you feel like you'd have cuddy noises right next to your ear?
Yeah, because you're right into your ear. Well, don't eat something crunchy. Just
any sound.
Marshmallow.
Marshmallow. Yes.
Well, sorry, it's a marshmallow, isn't it?
Mallow, technically, yeah. For some reason here in the UK we call it a mellow. Well, it's sort of pronounced almost a bit like it's an E, but...
I think we could do our second You Deserved It.
Yeah, indeed. Absolutely. It just seems a bit odd, but it's not a major thing. You can just explain it away. My turn, isn't it?
Okay. Yep.
Fuck the patriarchy, Phil. Today, my now ex-boyfriend told me that we could keep dating, but he doesn't see a future with me because I'm not a good submissive woman like his mother. His mother, who's been married 4 times for cheating on all her husbands. Yeah, good woman indeed. Yep, dump that guy. Well, yeah, you've already dumped him, which is good. Stay apart from him.
Yeah,
because he doesn't know what the hell he's talking about.
Yeah, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Also, that's a very nasty thing to say to your mother about your mother, even though his mother has not had the best of a love life.
Then again, the way it's phrased, it sounds like she, the mother, is the one who's been cheating on all her husbands. So actually, she's the one doing the wrongdoing there.
No, she's doing the wrongdoing, but it's still it's still not a nice thing to say that your mum's a submissive woman. You should say that about your own mother. Yeah.
Indeed.
No matter what your mother's been doing.
Indeed, yes. Well, if he... I don't know. He just sounds like basically he's clueless and that, you've dodged a bullet again.
Another bullet dodge. Yeah, that's a different life sucks. Absolutely.
Yeah. Not much else to say on that one, to be honest.
Oh.
But, yeah.
Okay, we've got 2 left now.
2 left.
2 left. So, stubborn. Today, my boyfriend accused me of making an FML about him. I let him know that if I were going to make an I can't say English letters. I let him know that if I were going to make an FML, it would be how he doesn't flush the toilet after he uses it. He responded by not flushing the toilet again this morning, and now you've made an FML about it. Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
There we go.
I mean, you've made the FML right there, so he's not wrong that you've made an FML about him, but, it just sounds like he's a bit childish. So.
And he's not flushed the toilet. Oh, God. I mean, sometimes when you go in and see piss in there, you might think, but if he's left a shit in there, my God.
Left some treasure for you to find. Yes.
And it certainly isn't one of the nice Christmas chocolate ones. Yeah.
A Yule log.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yes. That's a fuck your life on that one. He needs to kind of grow up a bit, to be honest.
Yeah, that's you need to tell him to grow up a bit there.
Yeah.
And you didn't actually make an FML until now, so you can say, I wasn't going to, but because you didn't fucking flush the toilet, you stupid bastard, I've done it now. Yeah.
Indeed. That's Phil's thoughts on that matter, OP. There you go.
Your life sucks.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And for the last one, Andrew.
Jumpy. Today, my mum said my name and startled me so badly I jumped and dropped the glass I was holding. She still isn't speaking to me for breaking her favourite glass. Wow, she needs to grow up a bit. Yes. Another
grow. Yeah, there was her thought for startling. Said my name is startling so badly. I mean, sometimes these things happen. Accidents happen. You can't help them. You drop the glass.
Indeed.
And really, it's a materialistic object. It can be replaced.
It can be replaced, unless it was like some one-of-a-kind object that you bought on a holiday somewhere in the mountains of Africa
Peru
or something. Don't know.
It's like those times, when they say, when you have a fire in a place, and people go, "Oh no, I have to protect my bag," and they say, "But you can replace a bag. Can you replace a life?" No,
exactly.
You fucking can't. So.
Indeed. So yeah, your life sucks on that one, OP.
That is definitely life sucks, but yeah, you should have a word with your mum.
Yeah, it seems just a bit childish, to be honest. That she's
the childish one. We had two childish ones to end there.
Yeah. It's the childish ones, Phil. It's the co-workers, the childish ones, the farts.
Absolutely, it's been all
consistent ones in this one. Yeah.
And Andrew's learned something new today. You've learned that the smells of peanuts can actually cause someone to get anaphylactic shock.
Yeah,
well, there we go.
There you go.
Oh, we've had a good FML. I enjoy these because we're always interested in these stories and to provide our agony aunt type things to them.
Agony ants, Phil and Red, just giving you all the advice you need. So hope you enjoyed that then, everybody, and hope you'll join us next time when we next do some FMLs, whenever that may be.
I've got a funny idea as well for your viewers.
Oh.
Viewers, if you've got an FML, post it in the comments. If you've got one like here where you've had an issue, post it in the comments. And what we can do is next time we do an FML, for the last one, we won't do the last one. We'll do your one.
Yeah.
Do your FML as the last one and do agree your life sucks so you deserved it.
Indeed, a good idea actually. That'd be kind of interesting for anyone who wants to take us up on that. You can do so. Oh, there we go. So, Facebook, Twitter links down below, along with a link to my propagandist channel for anyone interested. Other than that, thank you for joining me, Phil. Hope you all enjoyed, everybody. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Therefore, I was thinking of asking you something. Is she trying to get me to do something? I'm used to girls asking me to do stuff for free, but I never actually got anything out of it. I know Sarah brought it up last year, but she might not have made the best case for it. Not just that, people can change over time. As you know, I'm the president of our school's very own literature club. The name is descriptive to say, but I think people still have some misconceptions about what it's really like to be in our club. Even though I have way more influence on how things go when we're in the club, what you experience this week is an accurate representation of all the fun we have. So I'd like to ask ask you to consider joining us next year. You're doing that pose there, Monica. I'm sure we can find something for you to enjoy in the vast selection of literary works. Besides, a smart person like yourself could benefit a great deal from exploring new territories. Don't wink at me, girl, like that. You might have missed this time.